It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight, it'll be the Sacramento Kings up against the Los Angeles Lakers. Looking at the Lakers, the first half of the season has not been kind to them, and unfortunately, with their play lately, they're not exactly giving off the vibe that they're ready to turn things around. And as we come up to the midway point of the season, Kenny, we're seeing some of the veterans who started slower now picking up the pace.
Well, I think early on, a lot of times, if you've been in the playoff for some veterans, the early going in the season is a little mundane. But then as you start seeing the light at the tunnel, they don't pace themselves anymore. And you want to make sure that you're in playoff position to make something special happen at the end of the year.
Excellent use of the word mundane, by the way. How about you, Shaq?
Well, Monday, experience told me when you need to go.
Greetings, everyone, from Sacramento. The Kings playing host to a Western Conference affair here in the capital of California. Sit back and enjoy this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke. Ready to go? So the Lakers win the tip. Randall kicks to Russell. Lakers passing it around. Gobert with a screen on Gay. Now here's Kobe. Gobert with a screen on Gay. 4 on the clock. Kobe goes in. And that one's good.
That's what I call a captivating move there. He absolutely incinerated the D with that one.
Clark, another milestone for Kobe Bryant last season. He reached 30,000 points and 6,000 assists, and no one else has ever done that.
Well, it's rare that you see scorers of that volume reach an assist total that high, but I think it speaks to Kobe's passing ability, which is undervalued and overshadowed at times.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So for the Lakers right now, Kobe and Randall, the forward duo. Then it's Russell. And it's Rudy Gobert. Kings on D. It's a three-point game. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Yeah, major problems at the charity stripe in that game. They just could not convert their free throws.
And that makes it hard to win, especially on the road. You get a chorus of about 20,000 yelling at you every time you put one off the rim. Boy, that's got to wear on you.
AC down low. Russell's there. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. The Kings shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And in terms of team members, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
Guys, their shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And now just over a minute played here in the first. To the paint. It's tipped. Here's Johnson. Nice D from Russell.
Nice effort anyway to change his shot and get around the defender maybe next time.
Johnson outside. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes played. Collison against Russell. 6 on the shot clock. From 10 feet out. Johnson, that's for 2. Collison kicks to Johnson. Collison against Russell. Left side Collison. Sacramento again missing.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Russell with it. Picked up by Collison. The drive by Russell. Passes to Randall. Kobe against Johnson. launches it. And it's Kobe missing. And for Kobe Bryant, how difficult was last season? Starting out strong, even though the team, Greg, around him wasn't very good. But then everything, including Bryant, fell to pieces.
And when you're a competitor, the way this guy is a competitor, you can't stand to lose. So you push your body to the limit to avoid that. But what happens at age 36 when you've got the kind of miles that Kobe Bryant has, you know, you just can't go it alone. That's why Kobe lasted only 35 games.
Here's Gay following the basket by DeMarcus Cousins. And that one's good by Gay. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Kings.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
You know, you go back to Kobe Bryant, he pushed himself so hard last season, though his points per game average was up, field goal percentage was the worst of his career. Just felt he had a better chance to score than anyone else on the team, and it's real hard to argue that he was wrong about that.
Now here's Collison following the miss by Kobe Bryant. Collison, the pass to Cousins. The shot's good. Collison making the play.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Here's Bryant looking to end the run. He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
And he's at 73% this year at the foul line. Adequate, but not spectacular.
And I know he's got to be upset at himself for shooting so poorly at the line. So I would think he'll be doing everything he can to bring those numbers up.
He hits the second from the line. Here's Wright. 1 second left, and he gets the jumper to drop. Wright's got his first points in this one. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And let's quickly break down the game we've been watching for the Kings, guys.
Really active hands early on here as they're able to acquire several steals.
Well, they've really been aggressive guys on defense, and it's paid off, so why stop? Keep it up.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, Larry Nance out there with Roy Hibbert. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. Then it's Weber, and it's Harkless in at the small forward. Here's Clarkson. Second shot opportunity. The shot by Harkless, no good.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Now, Wright. They set the pick. Shot clock at 6. The rebound by Nance.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
Now, here is Weber. Guarded closer. Hibbert up again, and the jam by Larry Nance.
Tell you what, coaches love to see that kind of hustle, guys. I mean, getting after it on the offensive boards, that's always a winning play.
Absolutely.
Yeah. The hustle's great, guys, but I think we all prefer to see the finish when you can go up and throw it down like that. And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Yes, during that break, Coach Byron Scott had some words for his team. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Hibbert. Coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. So, Kevin, change is already being made on the fly here in the second quarter.
Thank you, Doris. Now, here's Clarkson. He had 13 points in the win against Golden State. Count that one, and the Kings' lead has been cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Weber.
I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
Here's the screen. Johnson outside. Pass to Curry from the arc. Kept alive by Sacramento. Cousins. Great D that time from Hibbert. Lakers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And world peace kicks to Harkless. And the pass to Hibbert. To the right side. Inside. They get a hand on it. Curry with the steal. Weber against Gay. The dish to Johnson. There's 1:40 left to play here in the second quarter. Knocks it loose. And it's the Lakers on the break. Back to world peace. Harkless dishes to Hibbert. Now, here's Clarkson, guarded by Curry. Clarkson kicks to Hibbert. 5 to shoot. Clarkson with the ball. Curry meets him. The shot by Clarkson.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Curry passes to Moreland. Screen by Cousins. To end the drought. Here's Moreland. Banked in off the glass. And the Kings lead by 4.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
With some arc. Weber can't hit.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Gay drives in. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Gay's got the lead up to 6 now for the Kings.
It is so hard to contain it. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
Here's Clarkson. And again, no good by the Lakers. Kings shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Curry with it. Points for him in that last game against Dallas. Dishes to Cousins. Lets it go from 11. Can't get it to go. And the first half is now in the books. The Kings on top, up by 6. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke.
Kevin, thank you. Roy, I know.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith, and it's Sacramento with the advantage at the half. They have a 6-point lead. And we'll go to... All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out away here in the third. Collison is out there with Johnson. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Rudy Gay. And it's AC in at the 4 spot. That's the group for George Karl getting going here in the second half. And that one's good. Cousins.
He's got to be a little embarrassed for joining the Paratroopers club on that pump fake.
Lakers trail by 8. For DeMarcus Cousins, his numbers have been flat out phenomenal. I mean, just incredible. Sometimes hidden by the lack of what's around him in Sacramento, especially, you know, Greg, when you compare last year's stats with other centers in the NBA.
Yeah, he's averaged nearly 5 points more per game than the next center. Top 3 in rebounding for all centers. This guy is the complete package down low.
Collison against Russell. Kicks it out to Gay. Down low. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
You know, last season, DeMarcus Cousins had several triple-doubles, but with Cousins, he would have 20-plus rebounds to go along with 20 points and 10 assists. That's amazing for a big man, for any man, as a matter of fact.
And for Cousins, those 20, 10 triple-doubles are an incredibly rare feat. First time, in fact, that we've seen that in the NBA since 2010.
And he was the first big man since the great Wilt Chamberlain to do it in back-to-back games. So Cousins is one of the rare big men who can do it all and has displayed that multiple times last season.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Lakers passing it around. Russell against Collison, and he gets it to go. Russell's got his first 2 points of the night.
I tell you what, he looks fresh coming out of halftime if that possession's any indication. And taking a look here at some numbers for Cousins. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. He's putting up about 20 points per game, 15 rebounds, and 4 assists. And you know, pretty terrific numbers across the board.
Yeah, so many books in his library. He lights up the scoreboard on a nightly basis.
Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Sacramento. Bellinelli comes in for Johnson. There's the pick. Gay, that's a two-pointer. The rebound by the Lakers. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when the team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
Cauley Stein with the screen for Collison. Kicks it out to Gay. To the middle. Right wing. There's 1:54 left to play here in the. They set the pick. Outside, Bellinelli. Go. Bellinelli's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Lakers trail by 7. Let's step back for a second to look at the top shooting point guards in basketball this season. 5th is Darren Collison.
As a point guard, you want to create the best possible shot every trip down the floor. And given the way these guys have shot the ball, you know, it's not a bad idea every now and then for them to go it alone.
Well, you know they're not going to do that, though. I mean, even as deadly as they are from the field, they're always looking to set up their teammates first.
Curry's checked in for Sacramento. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. The drive by Russell. And the shot is good.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that.
Curry dishes to Collison. Outside for Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Here's AC. The shot is off, and the Lakers will go the other way with it. They traveled to Sacramento last time they faced the Kings and came away with a win.
And they may have been on the road, but you know what? They nullified any home court disadvantage in that game from 3.
Shooting can always be a great equalizer. I mean, when you shoot like that from outside, it really makes winning on the road a lot easier.
And he recovers it. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. Some changes for Sacramento. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Cauley Stein. Caspi comes in for Quincy Acey. And it's James Anderson in for Bellinelli. And the Lakers also making a change. Clarkson's checked in. Here's Curry. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Anderson gets it to go.
Don't underestimate him. He can knock that down. They have a 2-for-1 situation if they go quick.
Yeah, I don't think they have to rush, though, Greg. Just need to find a good shot this time.
Kicks it to Gobert. Fires the 3. And Curry pulls it down. Kings leading now by 6. Feeds to Collison. He dishes. Lets it go from 11. The shot's good. Collison making the play. Collison's got 3 assists in the game. The third quarter comes to a close. Kings lead by 8. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And the final period of play just about to start. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. They've got Clarkson. Larry Nance out there with Kobe. And it's Rudy Gobert. The shot by Bryant, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Sacramento moving it around. Here's Cousins. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Cousins has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Kings. Gay against Bryant. And taken away by Johnson. Pass to Cousins. The jump hook. The shot is off. So the Lakers will take it the other way. And here's Clarkson. Here's Nance. It's deflected. Nice shot by Gobert.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range. So I'd have to agree with you, partner. Yeah, just frustrated by their lack of production offensively, and I can't blame them. I mean, they're getting the looks, but the shots just aren't falling.
Yeah, and the slump that they're having shooting the ball can take its toll on you if you're not mentally strong. So I like this time out here to try to get those guys reset and refocus.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, over that break, I was able to catch the message George Karl was giving to his team. He was absolutely adamant, saying, don't let them off the hook. Let's keep our foot on the pedal and keep doing the things that have gotten us here. We're almost home.
Cousins inside, defended by Gobert. They get it back, and then Cousins with the dunk.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
The drive by Bryant. No luck. Gay with the defensive effort. Kings leading now by 10. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Collison against Russell. Fires from 14. No good from Cousins.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
On the wing, Kobe. He's covered by Collison. The 10-footer. Bryant can't get that one to fall. Kings have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. To the inside. Cousins goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Guys, it's a one-man show out there. I mean, he looks like he's willing to handle all of the offensive duties for his team.
Julius Randle's checked in for Nance. Out left to the wing. Just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Kobe, and it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for him this game.
There's been a change in his game compared to what we saw in the first half. I mean, he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
Kings leading now by 10. Johnson outside. Collison with it. He's picked up by Russell. Gay with no one around. Good in the assist. Collison. 7 points for Gay.
No question as to which team better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Sacramento.
Their superior ball from here, Clark.
Well, Kevin, when you squeeze the orange, you get more shot opportunities, and that's always a good thing.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still 2 more to go in the season series.
Hard to say now how the final 2 games between them will play out, Greg, but one thing's certain. I mean, they're going to go at each other. This has become a very intense matchup.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Cousins. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Nice shot by Gobert.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Here's Collison. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, and I thought...
Gentlemen, I'm here with Darren Collison.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our He was the engine that drove this team the whole night, and his teammates had no problem harnessing the power of that motor.
He shot over.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.